We're going to get started in a minute, but I want to welcome Margaret and the team from Vivo. We're excited to explore a great possibility and start these exercise classes. So I'm going to turn it over to Margaret, and she's going to give a demo. And thank you all for coming and attending.
Thank you so much, Barbara. It's really a pleasure to be here. We're so excited. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for spending a little time with us this afternoon. If you'd like to, you can always put in the chat what village you're from. We love to hear and see where people are from across the country. And we're just going to get started in a minute here. I just need to pull up my slides. See a San Diego. Shari is from Vivo here today. She's also a Californian. So great to see everybody.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Don't be shy. Put where you're from.
Wonderful. Good to see everyone. Okay. Hopefully everyone can see my slides here. And great. Travis, are we recording?
Yes, we are.
Awesome. Well, welcome everyone. So excited to have you all here today. My name is Margaret Danilovich. I am the VP of Strategy at Vivo. Just a little bit about myself and my background. I'm a physical therapist by background. My PT career has really been focused in the care of older adults. I live in Chicago, so I have practiced in different retirement communities in the Chicagoland area. The Rehab Institute of Chicago has a special kind of arthritis clinic and worked there. And then prior to Vivo, I was on faculty at Northwestern University in the Feinberg School of Medicine in the Department of Physical Therapy. So I did a lot of geriatric research and research specifically on what are the best ways to exercise and teaching of our Doctor of Physical Therapy students on how to provide care for people 65 plus. So really, really excited to be here today to talk with you about a really special and unique and innovative program offering that the Village to Village Network is going to be offering with Vivo. So a couple of just housekeeping items. If you want to put in the chat where you're from, we love to see what villages are represented. If you can try and keep yourselves on mute, that would be super helpful. As we're talking today, you can put questions in the chat and we'll have time to answer them at the end. I'm going to talk a little bit about exercise and the opportunity that is coming for our village members to register for. And then I'm going to turn it over to my colleague from Vivo, Shari, who's one of our trainers. And she's actually going to explain the Vivo approach to exercise, as well as take you through a little bit of a Vivo workout. So you're welcome to participate as much or as little as you would like. If you want to sit back and watch, totally fine. If you want to jump in and get moving, also welcome to do so. So we're going to talk about this amazing opportunity that we're so excited to partner with the Village to Village Network on. I think we all know that exercise is good for us. The health benefits of this are well established. And as some people would say, you know, if exercise could be a pill, it would be the single most prescribed medicine for everybody because it provides so many positive physical, mental, and cognitive benefits. The thing is, older adults, people 65 plus, don't exercise enough. And honestly, it's true across all age groups in our country that people don't engage in enough exercise, but it's particularly true as we get older. And so the data would say that about 30% of people 65 plus don't exercise one bit. They are not doing anything. Only 20%, 1 in 5 people are meeting the recommendations that the CDC has for exercise. And sadly, less than 10% of people are consistently participating in strength training. So exercise is designed to build our muscle strength, which are so critical for maintaining our activities of daily living as we age. And so part of what we want to really think about here is that it's not just a fault of ourselves for not exercising. There's also just not a lot of good fitness options out there, specifically for people 65 plus. So a couple of things I think that I've seen and we know from the literature is that sometimes gyms and fitness facilities can actually be sort of unwelcoming. There is pronounced ageism in our society. And so sometimes gyms are unwelcoming, they're inaccessible for older adults. It's not a place where you might want to work out. I myself even feel that sometimes, you know, I'm 40 years old and I go to the gym and it's a bunch of 20-year-olds and I'm like, oh, I don't know that I fit in. And so there's not a lot of cultural places that are supportive. We also know that there's lots and lots of digital options. So you can go on YouTube, you can get videos, there's lots of streaming exercise classes. The problem with these options is that they don't really tend to motivate people. If I want to exercise on YouTube, I have to take the initiative to actually go on YouTube and find a video and exercise. And it sometimes requires a lot of effort. And so the challenge is that those fitness options don't really make us adapt or adapt like accountable habits. And so we don't stick with it. The third thing is we know that as people get older, there's more health challenges that we might need to manage. So as our bodies increase in chronologic age, we're more likely to have arthritis, as an example. And so there's a lack of knowing sort of exactly what to do if you've got a bad shoulder, a bad back, bad knees. How do you actually modify exercise programs for the specific conditions that you might have? And so there's not really a lot of options out there right now that are really tailored to people 65 plus and the needs that they might have. In 2018, the United States Preventative Task Force released new guidelines regarding physical activity. And so these guidelines state that for every single person in the country, regardless of age, we all need to achieve these 3 pillars in our exercise and activity routines. We should be striving for 150 minutes of aerobic exercise. So this is aerobic exercise that gets our heart pumping. It's walking, it's swimming, it's dancing, it's even cleaning your house. It's getting your heart rate pumping. And we want to achieve 150 minutes of this per week. We also should do 2 days per week of strength training exercises. So this is doing weights or bands or body weight, doing squats and push-ups, using machines. It's pushing your muscles against some resistance to build our muscle mass and strength. And the reason this is so important is because after the age of 30, we all every single person lose about 1% of our strength per year normally. So that's a normal age-related change. And as our muscle strength declines, it becomes harder to do those activities of daily living. Harder to get out of a chair, harder to get off a low sofa, harder to carry our groceries. We simply don't have the muscle strength to do those things. And so strength training becomes so critical for us as our bodies increase in chronologic age. The third pillar is that we should all add in balance exercises if we are at risk for falls. Now, the data would say that on average, about 1 in 3 people over the age of 65 fall every year. So as a physical therapist, my guidance and recommendation is we all kind of need to consider that we all are at risk for falls. And so we should all just add in balance exercises. I live, in Chicago. We have very snowy winters. It goes without saying that probably every winter I slip on the ice or fall, because of snow and things like that. So we just all need to sort of consider, like, the risk exists. Let's add in those balance exercises. So these are really the pillars of what we should be doing, but we know that most people don't engage in as much exercise as they need for a variety of reasons. So I want to talk about the Vivo solution, because what we really believe is that Vivo isn't a way for people to achieve these physical activity guidelines, to get the aerobic exercise, to get the strengthening, and to get balance. So Vivo is a virtual program. It's on Zoom, but the difference is it's not logging on to a video and watching an instructor. Our sessions are live and interactive, meaning they are in real time. The trainer is there giving instructions, talking with you, tailoring it for people's needs. Our classes are led by certified trainers, and Vivo intentionally makes an effort to hire people who have experience and interest in working with those 55 plus. In fact, all of our trainers are over the age of 40. So we're really focused on having trainers who sort of know the experience of dealing with maybe some arthritis or a knee replacement or the issues that might come about as we increase in chronologic age. Our classes are limited to small groups of 15 people max. And so the reason that Vivo's exercise approach does this is that having this small group really ensures that people get the attention that they need. They can modify exercises, but also importantly, so that they can build community. As I'm seeing in the chat, we've got people from across the country, from Maryland to California. And that's, to me, the fun part about being in a small class like that. You get to know who people are, you get to build these relationships and form that community. And then the third piece about Vivo is that really classes are accessible. So they're through the comfort of anywhere you have internet and can get onto Zoom, you can exercise. So Vivo truly is a convenient and accessible way to exercise when you might be at home, when you might be on vacation. Anywhere you have internet, you can Vivo. The other key difference is that Vivo is an exercise program that is backed by science. We have a team of scientific advisors who have really designed the Vivo exercise approach very intentionally. And it's not sort of just like run of the mill, oh, let's do this exercise, let's do this exercise. Our head trainer, Kevin Snodgrass, pictured here in the center top, puts together a 6-month-long program so that exercises rotate and every session is working on different approaches to strengthen your body and improve your functional fitness. So there's a very strong intentional design. In recognition of this, the NIH, the National Institutes of Health, has actually funded Vivo, and we're currently studying the effectiveness of Vivo for older adults with pre-diabetes. And so we're really looking at a very strong scientific underpinning for Vivo. So all of our classes sort of rotate. You're never doing the same thing twice. And the exercises have modifications. So it's appropriate for a variety of different fitness levels. So if you see here in the picture, we have individuals who are sitting. We have individuals who are standing. They're modifying it for their specific needs. The person in the bottom center is exercising and not using weights, while the people on the left are. And so we can really tailor the program to people's specific needs. And what this means is that in our research with Vivo over the last 2 years, we have seen on average about 22 to 27% improvements in upper body, lower body strength, and endurance after just 8 weeks of Vivo. So this is really important because I think one of the sort of misconceptions is that as we get older, oh, you're not going to be able to get stronger, or it's not possible to build muscle strength. And that has been a very common myth that's persisted, that for some reason, as we get older, this is impossible to do. But what we're showing in our research with Vivo is it is possible. You can get stronger, and you can do so in just 2 months. And so as a result, we have a 98% monthly retention rate. So 90% of our members stay on because they're seeing these benefits and they're having fun in their small group sessions. We've also heard from them. So someone here is a member who's 63 years old and said, I've never exercised before on a regular basis, but Vivo is fun, engaging, and challenging. And at the end of the day, I feel great. People tell us how they're feeling stronger and it's improved their quality of life. And another member said, you know, with Vivo now, I'm able to get off the floor and I don't need to grab anything from assistance. I can ride bikes with my grandkids, and I wouldn't be able to do that without Vivo. So now I want to turn it over to my colleague, Shari, who's going to introduce herself and talk a little bit about her background and give you the opportunity to experience what a Vivo workout will be like. And then once Shari's done, I'm going to talk a little bit about what the Vivo sessions for the Village to Village network will be and how you sign up for those.
Hello, everyone. My name is Shari, and I'm a trainer with Vivo. I've been working with activators for about the last 15 years in the Nevada, Las Vegas, and Henderson areas, and here in California. I've been with Vivo for the last 2 years or so, and it's really been a pleasure being able to continue teaching group exercise, but teaching it in a safe way that everything has been, with everything that has been going on with us in the last 2 years or so. With Vivo, we meet you where you are at. No one will be left out. We do this by using the leveling system. We have 4 levels. Level 1 works primarily from the chair. Level 2 works standing, but using the chair for an assist. Level 3 works up and down from the floor comfortably. And level 4 does jumping and plyometrics. So I'd like to demonstrate this for you quickly using a push-up for an example. Level 1 would be in a chair. You would sit in your chair, forward to the edge of your chair, extend your legs, digging in your heels, toes pointed to the ceiling, sitting up nice and tall. Put your arms out like so, hinge back a little bit, and do your push-up right here. That would be a level 1. For a level 2, I would come to the wall like so. Get myself in the same basic position. My hands are in front of my shoulders. I'm in a plank position. Push my hands in and do my push-up right here. That's my level 2 push-up. And level 3, another option we have would be from the chair, right here. You would push your chair against the wall, anchor, come into your plank position, and do your push-up right here, like so. And of course, we all know the good old level 4 push-up. If you know your push-up, you would come to the floor and do your push-up right here. We meet you where you are at. The levels are not an indication of your strength or your stamina. They're an indication of where you can work out safely on that day. Now, I'd like to share an example of a workout, a Vivo workout that we would do. So this is what our workouts look like. As Margaret indicated, you don't do the same exercises every day. We do 3 different layouts a week, so you won't be repeating the same exercises. We start with a warm-up. Here we have a strength circuit. We will give you instructions to let you know. Your trainer will share this information with you. This is your goals and what you will do in your workout. Here are the levels. Level 1, level 2, level 3, and level 4 that I previously discussed. And here are the exercises for each level that will keep you safe on any given day. Here in this particular workout, we're doing strength. And at the end, we have some wonderful cardio to increase that heart rate a little more, make you work a little bit harder. And then we come to the cool down where you relax your muscles following that workout. Our purpose is to build community by increasing accountability, and this will present an opportunity for your success. So now I would like to move into a small, short workout. And during this workout, I'd like for you, if you would like to participate, to unmute yourself and turn on your video so that I can ask you where you're from and you can share a little bit with us. Building that community and accountability. Okay, so I'll start with a little workout. I'm in California, and as you know, we're going through some changes with our weather. And my Wi-Fi is a little hazy right now. So we'll start with a little bit of warm-up. So I'd like everyone to stand and begin with some marching. Hold your head
And
up
while
high.
Shari is off video, you can look at my screen and I'm going to demonstrate the exercises for everyone. So as Shari mentioned, if you want to join, take your audio off mute, and we're going to start with some marching in place.
Nice and tall, shoulders back and down, head up high, open your chest, following Margaret's Z. And now move into kick butts, pointing your knees to the ground and kicking yourself in the tush, bringing your foot up and kicking yourself in the tush, moving from side to side. We work on grip strength. While you're doing this, open and close your hands. Opening and closing your hands. A few more of those, warming up the glutes and the hamstrings, preparing for our workout.
So I'm bending my knees, bringing my heels to my backside, opening up those hands, getting loosened up. So keep
And
going.
next, we're going to stand wide, plant both feet firmly on the ground, standing up tall, and now just reach across to the right, to the side of the room, and then reach across to the left, opening up the obliques and intercostals, preparing for that workout, just reaching side to side, pulling your navel to your spine, and keeping that head up high.
So
A couple.
I'm reaching across, getting those arms loosened up.
Level 1 and level 2 would be sitting in your chair doing the same thing. Everything we do standing up can be done sitting down. Excellent question. Everything we do standing up can be done sitting down. Now, reach for the corners of the room, up towards the ceiling, reaching up tall, just like Margaret, reaching for the corners of the room, opening ourselves up and preparing for that workout.
And I'm going to switch to a level 1 so you can see how we're doing the same exercise reaching. I'm just doing it in a seated fashion right now. So you're welcome to join at whatever level you want.
Right. We meet you where you are at. Okay. Now, if you are seated, scoot over to the right-hand side of the chair. Hold on to the left side with your left hand and just drop your right knee towards the ground. Drop your right knee towards the ground. In the dual task, we're going to be doing a step back lunge, and this is what it looks like sitting down. On the right side, step back, and then on the left side, the same thing. Just tap back, tap back.
I'm sitting forward and I'm bringing my leg back, like tapping back.
Tapping back. So if you were to do this on a level 2, you would stand behind your chair, hold on, and do the same thing. Tapping back, right and left, alternating right, left. That would be a level 2. And
So
what
I'm
we're
holding
doing,
the chair and just tapping back.
and this is an example of a step back lunge that we're doing. And now we'll demonstrate level 3 and 4. That would be no chair, just stepping back, right, left. No chair, unassisted, stepping back, right, left. That would be level 3 and level 4. Perfect. So we will be using that later on in our dual task. I won't share what we're going to do there with you, but you're going to love it. Now, we're going to practice a little balance. That's something that is critical for fall prevention that Margaret mentioned earlier in her overview of Vivo. We practice balance and stability somewhere in every workout. Today, during the balance, we're going to ask you about where you're from if your mic is open. What we're going to do for the balance is stand with the right foot lifted for 30 seconds. You can, if level 1 would be seated in your chair at the edge of your seat, you would lift your right leg. Level 2, so that would be an example. Level 2 would be behind the chair, holding on and lifting your right foot. Level 3 and level 4 would be lifting the right foot unassisted. And we're going to do that for 30 seconds on the right and 30 seconds on the left. So get ready to lift that right foot at your level in 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
So
Right
we're
foot up.
balancing on the left foot. You can see my right leg is up, balancing on the left. Hold on to the chair if you need, or take your hands away and balance. You can also do this sitting in the chair.
Okay, Brenda, where are you from?
I'm from Lorton, Virginia, just south of Washington, D.C.
Okay, and 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it off. Shake your hips from side to side and kind of kick your legs out a little bit. And let's get ready to pick that left foot up. Thank you, Brenda. In 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Joan, where are you from? Joan?
Cheverly, Maryland.
All right, from Maryland. All right. Clarine, where are you from?
Oh, I'm Joan's neighbor from Cheverly, Maryland, which is the border of Washington, D.C.
How cool is that? Village to village. And Susie,
From Yakima, Washington.
Yakima.
Capital.
Okay, on the other side, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it off. Shake that leg out. Shake that leg out. We're going to do it one more time
Ooh.
on the right side. Yes, this is called loading. In 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And where are you from?
Silver Spring, Maryland.
From Maryland, back to the east side. And Nancy.
Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
Oh, and the south. All right, all over the place, village to village. Hold on, team. Remember, at any point, you can level down. Or if you would like more of a challenge, you can level up in 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it off, shake it off. And we have the left side to go. We want to make sure both sides are even. In 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Hold on, team. Keep going. Right there. North Animas Village. Where is that?
Durango, Colorado.
Oh, right in the middle. Right in the middle. Perfect, team. In 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Shake it off, and now we're going to move into the dual task. The dual task is the part of the workout where Vivo works your brain. We work the body and the gray matter. In the, what we're going to do here is play a song, Happy. Happy because we're all happy to be here, right?
Mhm.
During the song, every time you hear the word happy, you're going to do that step back lunge on the right and the left.
And I'm going to just demonstrate that just to remind us. So you can hold on the chair and you're going to take your right foot, stepping back, left foot back. So that's what it looks like. If you're feeling like you want to level up, don't hold on to the chair while we step back.
And if you want to do level 1, you do it seated far close to the front of the chair, tapping back on the right and on the left.
And I'm going to demonstrate that now so you can see on my video, stepping back, seated in the chair. Lots of options.
Okay, and when he is not singing happy, you will march. You will march the same way we did in the warm-up, marching. And then when he says happy, you're going to do your step back lunge, right, left, Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, well, let's get started then.
Balloon that could go to space with the air. Like I don't
Marching.
care, baby, by the way. Because I'm
Happy.
Clap along if
Happy.
you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel
Keep
like
going.
happiness
Every
is
time
the
you hear
truth.
happy.
Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Here come bad news, talking this and that.
Marching it out right here.
Well, give me all you got and don't hold it back.
Oh boy. Keep it going.
Well, I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. No offense to you, don't waste your time.
Okay, get ready. Right here.
Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof.
Keep going.
Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along
Happy.
if you feel like that's what you
it.
want to do. Hey, go. Bring me
Oh,
down.
go, go, go.
Bring me down. Your love is too high. Bring me down. Can't nothing bring me down. I said, bring me down. Can't nothing bring me down. Your love is too high. Bring me down. Can't nothing bring me down. I said, because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is
Oh
the
boy.
truth.
You look great.
Clap along if you
Oh,
know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Hey, go. Bring me down. Can't nothing
almost
bring me
done.
down. Your
Almost
love is too
done.
high to bring me
And
down.
that's an
Can't
example
nothing
of
bring
our dual tasking, working the gray matter and working the body as well. Shake it out and grab a sip of water, everyone. Let's see how I'm doing here. If I'm back. Okay. Looks like I'm here. Let's see how this goes. And now that we've done our dual task, I'd like to talk about the workout, the brief workout that we're going to have today. We have 3 exercises. We're going to do 10 reps of each exercise for 1 round. We're only going to do it 3 times. The first exercise is a plank. That's very similar to the push-up that I demoed. Level 1 is going to be in the chair. You're going to hold and count to 10. Legs extended, toes to the ceiling. Hinge back a little bit. Hold your arms up slightly. Hold on. And then we're going to count to 10. Level 2, your plank is going to be on the wall right here. You're going to count to 10. Same way we did the push-up. Level 3 and 4, your plank is going to be on the floor right here. Just like that. Your hands are directly under your shoulders. We're going to count to 10. So find your plank position. You're going to count to 10 in 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Hit your plank position and count to 10. Whatever your level is, count to 10. This is the other thing about Vivo. The trainer will always have their eyes on you when you are working. Count to 10 when you're done. March so that I know you are done. Okay. Exercise number 2 is a squat. Level 1. Your squat looks like this. You're going to sit forward to the edge of your seat. Hold your hands right here. Shoulders back and down. You're going to extend your legs. Right leg equals 1. 1, 2. Level 2, 3 is right here. A chair stand. You're going to stand up from your chair and sit back down. 10 times. Level 4, you're going to squat. You can also do your squat with your chair in front of you and go a little shallower. So let's get ready to do our 10 squats. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. I will demonstrate all 3 forms from right here. And thank you, rainstorms. Keep going.
And so I'm demonstrating from the chair standing up. We've got that version. We can also straighten our legs.
Walk in. Could I call you back?
And we can also just pulse and squat.
I have
So
this.
pick
and then
which option works for you.
over.
And we're all doing our squat exercise. Once you've done 10, start marching and we'll move on to the next exercise.
Okay, keep going. We have a couple of more. Everyone who is not done is still squatting. Everyone who is done is marching. Okay, it looks like we're all just about done. Exercise number 3 is the push-up. The push-up, the one I did first in the example. The push-up, level 1 is seated. Your legs are extended. You hinge back slightly. Your heels are dug in, toes to the ceiling. Hinging back slightly with your arms extended. This time you're going to bring your arms back, squeezing your shoulder blades together, and then push forward.
And I'm going to demonstrate here. So we're sitting in the chair, we're leaning back, and we're pushing out and in. Pushing, and that's doing our push-up at a level 1.
Okay,
our level 2 is going to be, Shari's going to explain that next.
Level 2 would be at the wall. Level 2 would be at the wall. With your hands in front of your shoulders, your feet are slightly back, and you're going to bend your elbows, leading with your chest, and push away. That's your level 2. And
so
now
I'm demonstrating that one. You're doing a push-up on the wall. Same motion, your hands are just on the wall. So you can try that out.
your level 3.
3.
Your level 3 push-up would be with your chair anchored against the wall. You would push your chair up to the wall to be safe, making sure your chair doesn't slide, and repeat the same motion using the back of the chair as your brace, as Margaret is demonstrating. And that is your level 3, your level 4 push-up.
And really quick, just so you can see my video pop up, level 3, I've got my chair. I'm doing the same exact motion. I'm just at more of an incline than I was at the wall. So you can try this level as well.
And your level 4 would be a push-up from the floor.
Which
A push-up from the floor.
I can't do. So I'm not a level 4 for this exercise, but that is the beauty of Vivo. I can't do it. So I'm going to stick here on the chair and do the same motion, a push-up, working the same muscles, but it meets me at my level.
Exactly. Okay, let's go with our push-ups. 10 push-ups, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 10 push-ups, and the same as in the last 2 exercises, you're going to march when you're done. 10 push-ups, and roll your shoulders. My goodness, push-ups are hard work. Everyone is hitting the targeted muscles no matter what level you are working at. Your level is your safe place. You're still working the same muscles. Marching when you're done, and shake that out, grab a sip of water, and do a few shoulder rolls. Let's see. Am I here? Okay, for the moment. And now we'll cool down. After that fantastic workout, everyone. Fantastic job. Sit forward to the edge of your seat. Hold on to your chair. You're going to bring your legs even to the width of the legs on your chair, and you're just going to let your legs drift from the right to the left. Windshield wipers. Windshield wipers, stretching that inner and outer thigh from all of those happy lunges we did. Just like so. And now bring your feet together and bring your right knee to your chest. Hold it to your chest, nice and tall, to stretch out those glutes and hamstrings. This is wherever is good for you. Here, wherever works for you. And now let's repeat on the left. Bring it in. Right there, stretching those glutes and hamstrings, following those squats. And last but not least, drop your hands straight down to the side, palms facing forward. Bring your hands slightly behind your hips, and let's make snow angels or angel wings, depending on where you live. Lifting your arms all the way up and all the way down. Let's repeat that 4 more times to relax those shoulders, the deltoid, trapezius, and latissimus from the planks and the push-ups. And just shake that out, everyone. This is an example of a Vivo workout. Head to toe workout, warm up, mobility, balance, dual task to exercise the brain, your workout, and your cool down. That's a Vivo workout, and we meet you where you're at. No one is left out. And back to Margaret.
Yeah, so thank you, Shari, for walking us through a Vivo session. How's everybody feeling? You can give me a thumbs up. You can use the reaction. Hopefully everyone's feeling a little bit more energized. I'm feeling loosened up and raring to go. So how do you actually get started with your Vivo classes? On the Village Network calendar, I'm going to share my screen here so you can see where to go to register for this very special opportunity to exercise with other Village members across the country. So on the Village website, if you go to the calendar, you can scroll down and see our very first Vivo class, which will be a 45-minute session. It's at 10 a.m. Eastern time to 7 a.m. Pacific. We know that's a little early. We're going to have some sessions later in the week that will get up on the calendar at a later time for those of you on the West Coast. Each class will be $8 to participate in, paid to the Village to Village Network. On the registration page, you can see that we're limiting these classes to 15 people. So it's this small group. So it's half of the crowd we have today. so that we can really interact with each other. And you're going to register through the calendar here on the Village to Village Network website. We'll have classes on Mondays and Fridays. Friday will be a little later in the day, so check the calendar for those times. But again, you're going to go to the calendar, and that's how you're going to register that way, through the Village to Village Network. I'd love to leave it time for any remaining questions that anyone has. But again, we wanted to give you a taste of sort of what a Vivo session would be like. This is going to be an opportunity strictly for Village to Village Network members as a benefit to you. You can sign up for Mondays and Fridays. It'll be a very small group, intimate environment, and a way to really get those powerful physical, mental, and cognitive benefits of exercise. So if people want to leave any questions in the chat, if people want to just raise their hand or just shout them out, we're happy to answer any questions that people have right now. Clarine, I see your hand.
Yes, as far as the cost for the class, you said $8 per class, but is there like an 8-week session, or what did you say it was?
We're going
you
to have
didn't mention
classes.
it was a certain period of time that you signed up.
Yeah, great question. We're going to have classes for the Village to Village Network on Mondays and Fridays for the next 2 months. So people can register and sort of drop in to a class whenever they would like.
Oh, okay. So you pay per class then?
Per class, yep. So if things come up, you can cancel your registration. There's information about that, canceling within 24 hours, but you can really just drop in, drop out. You're not committing to X number of classes.
Okay, and so, all right, and that's, so you'd sign if you wanted to do it twice a week, you'd sign up for 2.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think I get that. And so it's just you're collecting people, the people who sign up from all over the country until you get a class of 15. So you might have several classes of 15, I would hope.
Well, we hope so
So
too. We think
the
this,
whole country.
you know, I certainly am biased. I know that exercise is simply one of the best things that people can do for their health. So we hope that lots of people take advantage of this opportunity to participate in a really fun, uplifting, science-backed exercise program, specifically through the Village to Village Network. And as Barbara clearly put in the chat, the part of why you couldn't see me actually registering for it is because I'm not a Village to Village Network member. And so you'll have to log into your account to actually see the registration button. And you'll click on that button and then register for the sessions you would like.
And if you need help, Travis and I will help you register. I think this is a good opportunity, not only, you know, for an exercise class, but, you know, I think Vivo, Margaret, Eric, the CEO, we like the idea that our village members get to know each other across the country. This is like an important, you know, part of why we wanted to offer this out. It is a trial basis. You know, we're going to be doing it this month and next month. If it's successful, we'll continue, but it's going to be driven by our village members. And I think it's a great opportunity for us. Clarine, do you have another?
Yes, I had another question. You said about open to village members. So if our village, Cheverly Village, is a member of Village to Village, does that mean us individual persons are registered, or do we have to contact our director to get special login?
No, you know what we'll do is we'll register you, and we're not going to send the Zoom link until after the fact. So if they don't have a user, you know, name or password within, you know, our organization, Travis and I will register you. But keep in mind, the first 15 that register get to be on it. So, you know, and then you'd have to go to the next, you know, day, which is Friday. So, I mean, they're keeping the classes small. But we'd be happy to help register folks. So that's easy enough. Just like if you attended our conference, we can go in and register whoever needs to be registered. All right.
Okay.
see a
and-
hand
oh,
for
and that was Barbara,
Margie?
that's it.
Yes,
So-
thank you. So I just registered on the calendar for Monday, and it said there's no fee. So that was a surprise. But when it went back to the when it went back to the home page, it says there are now 14 slots available. So I assume I'm the one, minus the 15. But I thought I'd alert you. There was no, when I clicked on, confirm register or finish registration, it said no fee is required. So just
Gotta
to let you
love,
know.
thank you, Margie. You know what? Gotta love technology. We love technology. Ask Sherry. She's been dealing with it all day.
So I wanted to ask, are you going to send the Zoom link? When does that come out? Does it come
The
out
Zoom link
now
will come
or?
out on Sunday. We'll see, either send it Friday or Sunday. And
So-
we will invoice if there is not a register. Just be aware that we'll bill you guys the $8. You can either give us a credit card over the phone or whatever. And Travis, I'm sure, is in the background now looking at that.
Holding his head.
link. So
Holding his head. How did that happen?
I don't,
Okay.
like I said, technology, it's not always our friend.
Right. So can I assume that I am legitimately registered and
You
that
are,
I will get a link?
I just looked at your registration. You are legitimately registered.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Not a
Thanks,
problem.
Margie. There's a question in the chat about how does that create a sense of community if every class could be composed of many different people? That is an excellent question. And so what I want to say is, I think what we do in the Vivo workouts is have what we call a dual task every session, meaning it is a physical exercise where there's a cognitive component. And in that cognitive component, there's literature on how that is such an effective way to improve cognitive health, but it also gets people talking. And as you saw during our balance exercises, we start talking about, oh, I'm Margaret from Chicago and I'm Shari from California. And we start building bonds and communicating. And so we have seen over the last 2 years that Vivo has run that the talking during class and actually encouraging people to leave their videos on and leave themselves unmuted to talk with one another is actually the added perk. My mother-in-law, as a personal story, my mother-in-law is a Vivo member, and in her small group of classes that she's run, she has found other grandmothers and they talk about grandchildren and get to chat about babysitting, and they really have formed these friendships that they wouldn't otherwise have. So while the class may rotate with some different people, our approach is to get people talking and to build those connections. And that's what we're very excited to do, because everyone here has that common sort of theme and thread of being a part of a village. And so we want to really help kind of bring those village members together. Did I see another hand? Clarine, did you have your hand up?
I don't know how to raise my hand.
Oh.
Raise my hand.
Have a preconceived notion about the classes, but so what I'm understanding now is these are offered as drop-in classes to stimulate interest and see. But you're already running classes, so once people want to continue with this, are your classes then, number one, set to be the same group of people that do it for 8-week session or however long your sessions are?
Yeah, that's a great question.
If this is only two, it's Mondays and Fridays, there's only one class on Monday of 15, another one on Friday for 15. I have to do this very concretely. So it's that's all, there are only 2 classes. So if people want to sign up and we want to encourage other members to sign up, they better do it like before you guys all sign up, because I see that everybody.
Yes. So
is that it? If I understand this whole
Clarine,
process.
you've got it correct. it is the first come, first serve, first 15. And so as Barbara mentioned, this is really our sort of test and dipping our toe in the water with the Village Network.
Oh,
We've already talked about, if 500 people sign up, well, we'll try to add another class to meet that demand. So, we really want to encourage people to attend, bring your friends, because if this, we fill up spots, we would love to be able to offer other classes. And we're going to offer this for 2 months. And as Barbara mentioned, kind of see how it goes. And if people are enjoying it and signing up, we'd love to kind of keep this going. There was a question in the chat about once the 2-month trial is over, what will the cost be? Well, hopefully our trial will just keep going. We do also at Vivo have individual memberships, so people can just join as a Vivo member and get into our existing classes, and more information can be found on our website, which I'm going to put into the chat right here so that everyone has it. So this is if people are just wanting to join as a member. But the 2 months that we're starting are going to be next week. So the 4th week of January for the next 8 weeks. So we'll go into a little bit of March. And Joan, I see your hand.
I am still confused about how to get an account on Village to Village Network.
Oh,
You understand that, Clarine?
that is a good question. And maybe if someone can help here, I see Barbara's on the phone. I don't know if Travis is available.
So
Oh,
basically, all you need to do is every village has what we call a primary member. So you can either talk to that person if you know who it is, or you can just send us an email and we'll look up and find out who that is. They can either add you to the account, or we can just basically register you from our end, and you won't really need to be added to the database, let's say. So no worries, just send us an email. That's the quick answer.
I send an email after you register, or the register is through an email. I guess
We will register you. So just send V2V Network an email saying, hey, I want to attend that Vivo class on such and such date. That's all you need to do.
Okay,
and
and I
Travis,
think, Joan,
could you put that email in the chat for everyone?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay, thank you so much.
and I think, Joan, that contact would be the program director of Cheverly Village. So, but he'll do it for us. So,
Yeah, I know, but we still have to send somebody an email, right?
yeah, he's going to put that in the chat right here. There it is.
Are there
Alrighty.
any other questions that we can
Yeah.
answer?
Oh, Team Vivo.
Well, thanks again for everyone
thank you,
participating
guys.
today. Thanks, Barbara. Thanks,
this has been
Travis.
great. We're looking forward to it. All right.
We hope to see everyone on Monday and bring some friends.
Bye now.
Okay,
Bye.
all right. Bye-bye.
Hi, everyone.
Bye. Thank you.